she's hard. Going through the tunnel. On our way up to the mountain house. I've already been coming up here. It was where we just came from that side. It was normal. We got to the other side, there was snow everywhere. We'll see if it happens this time. It is.
You're going through a mountain. I feel like they need to like redo this tunnel. It's all falling apart.
This is the old side. The other side's the new.
Nope, no snow.
You get up farther, there will be. There's the valley. Kind of hard to see the guardrail in the way. Neat.
Yeah, it is. It's tall as hell. In the middle of the valley.
Going squatching on the back of that. So here comes a covered bridge. Lean back. I don't think it's haunted though. Never heard any stories of it being haunted. Green steel bridge. These are cool.
It's a copper bridge, isn't it? Has it always been?
Yep.
Mountains we go.
There's a spring up here. We'll just stop and fill up my water.
Remember where it is?
Yep, to the top up here.
You want to stop?
Yeah, I'll top off my water.
Just let me know where it is, I forget.
So we finally arrived. The wood stacked up. And tomorrow we will be heading deep down into those woods. Man, is it cold up here. Jeez. It's like a 20-degree difference. Since we got to the Pocono Mountains, Man, did it get cold. And it just got worse as we got farther north we went. I don't know if you can hear this right now, but the coyotes are going nuts. I hope I can pick this up on video.
We're probably like 200 yards.
God, my hands are so freaking cold. It's supposed to be 17 degrees tonight. That's insane.
It's not as bad as it was last year. It's starting to snow a little bit. Look at my light. See little flares?
Oh, here comes the wind. It's gonna be crazy being out in those woods tomorrow and all of a sudden you hear those freaking coyotes right near you. Got quiet. All right, my hands are frozen solid. It's about 6:30 in the morning. It's starting to become daylight. A little while ago, it was pitch black in these woods. Oops. There's a swamp right here in front of us. So we do have a mountain lion around here. We do have bear, loads of coyotes, and we got bobcats. Not that they're going to come and attack you, but you never know with a mountain lion. Pretty peaceful out here. And of course, we do have sightings of Sasquatch. All right, the coyotes just started howling again. From up in there. I don't know if you can hear them. They're off that way. Pretty crazy. So I changed location. I'm about a half mile deep into the woods. I like this spot, this big tree right here. Sit down in there and get all cozy. We just had coyotes come through. Not what you want to see out here. They're more afraid of you than you are of it. Down in there's a swamp. Water source for all the wildlife. I think it's about time for a coffee. Saw a swamp hog over on the other side. Those freaking swamp hogs, man, or something else. The sun came out finally. It gives the forest a whole new look. That's a tree, man. It's huge. I'll tell you this, you know what's cold when you're had coffee sitting there and the top of it starts getting a little layer of ice on it. And they are calling for 4 inches of snow tonight. As you can see, I'm all bundled up. It's cold. This jacket's warm though. Thank God that sun came out. Makes you feel a little bit warmer. Work on my suntan. So I decided to take a little walk because I need to warm up. Look how thick it is back in there. I was just way up over in there. It's the top of a hill right there. Over in here's where the swamp is at. These crazy roots. It's got a little island right there I want to get out to. Oh man, it's all swampy here. Look at the ice coming up out of the ground. It's like curly over here. Look at it. It's crazy looking. headed that way. Now that, that is a spring water stream. How clear that is. Time to hike back out that way. Another little stream. Sounds peaceful, don't it? You'd probably drink that water right where it's at. Don't have to worry about boiling it or anything. Kind of winds around here. Move on. I gotta find that trail. Where's it at? There it is. Man, I wonder how loud this thing was when it broke and fell. Look at that. That cracked in half. Look at that.
Win all by himself. If they just keep feeding the ball to him, he's about
Nothing like being at our mountain house. We have 3 channels to choose from. So why not go back to my childhood and watch some Dennis the Menace. Maybe about 3 or 4 channels up here to choose from.
Johnny Brady, huh? Is he a good player?
Oh, good stuff.
Sounds like his father.
I'm gonna head outside real quick. And of course, you're gonna come with. Alright, I want to show you something. So, as you know, E612 Spectral is about, you know, the supernatural, paranormal, and you know, all that can kind of create an element of fear in people. It can strike fear within a person. Not me. I'm fearless. But I am here up at a mountain house, and if you are afraid of the dark, you really want to probably carry a flashlight with you, because it is pitch black up here. If I shut that light off, it literally is pitch black. Now, there's a bonus to that, because there's no light clutter. Check this out. Walk with me. Now, bear with me too, because you're not going to see me here in a little bit. Like I said, it is pitch freaking black. All right, I'm going to flip camera. All right, here we go. But one thing about being up here that I love. Now they're calling for a lot of snow coming to the area. Let's see if we can see anything out here. I heard the coyotes going nuts again. Should have brought the spotlight. Anyway, I hope the camera can pick this up. But because there's no light pollution, the amount of stars that you can see in the sky, it's absolutely amazing. I hope you can see it. So here we go. I'm going to look up. Oh, you can't. Not even if I zoom in. That sucks. I wish I could show you what it looks like because it is amazing. You know, one thing too about fear, you fear the unknown. A lot of people fear the unknown. When you're in those woods, it is pitch black. When you hear all the noises around you, especially with all the predators around here, like I mentioned earlier, mountain lions, we have bear, we have roaming packs of coyotes, we have packs of wild dogs, bobcats. You know, having that element of the unknown, especially with predators around, kind of, I guess, makes some people feel uncomfortable. So let's head back inside because I got to tend to the fire. And I'm sorry you couldn't see the stars. That sucks. It truly is breathtaking. There, you know, what's funny is you'll look to like an empty spot, like a dark spot where you don't see any stars. And if you put like a binoculars on and look up, or even a telescope, and you look to that empty spot where you see no stars, all of a sudden you'll see even more stars. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna head in and get warm because it is cold. But you can see right there, out of the range of light, where it is just black. You literally cannot see your hand in front of you. It's pretty crazy. All right, so when you're in the mountains and there's something that's a necessity, you either have a fireplace or a good old wood burning stove. You need that heat. Oh my gosh, does that feel amazing. When we first got here, it was like last year, it was 10 degrees inside the mountain house. And we have it up to 60. It's just still a little cold, but a lot better than being outside. I prefer it to be 85 degrees. But yeah, you have to have the fire. You need it. It feels so good coming in. You're out hunting. Gotta have your wood on hand. We got a bunch outside. There's a bunch more over here. And in that box, I brought a bunch in. All right, I'm trying to be quiet because there are people sleeping. Unfortunately, this year, I wasn't able to bring my computer or my guitar, electric or acoustic. What I usually like to do is work on videos, or I plug my electric into my interface. I have a little mini studio because I am a musician. I make music, and I'll sit here and write music, make songs. And I didn't bring it this year. And it kind of sucks. So what have I been doing besides walking around the woods, trying to stay warm? I've been reading, of course, the next best thing. Want to take a look at some of the books I'm reading right now? Let's take a look. All right, so besides my Bible, of course, and I have my journal here, take notes, and a quick shout out to Randy from Phantom Light. So anyway, got my Bible, and I've been reading this. I think you need to know your enemy. And this is definitely a book that's pretty dang good, because you need to know how the enemy works, especially if you're into supernatural or paranormal research. And then this, I was actually back in, when we went to Gettysburg, end of October. I got to meet this author, really cool guy. He had 3 books that he authored, and I asked him which book he thought was best for me. And then he told me to get this one. And there's his name. Don Allison. Really cool guy. So I'm going to start digging into this book. Can't wait. And the stories this guy told me, yeah, man. Gettysburg is one active place, that's for sure. So, well, that's my reading material for the weekend. And actually, not the weekend, I should say the week. I'm up here for a whole week. And if I can do it, I like to talk with some of the townspeople and find a haunted location. Now, I don't have my stuff with, but see what I can do. What I mean by stuff is my gear. But pretty much all you need is a cell phone. Cell phone works wonders doing supernatural paranormal research. Oh, this fire feels amazing. Oh. So I just showed you the book I've been reading. One of them. Look at some of the topics. Can the devil read our thoughts? And, absolutely not. And there's a Bible verse that talks about that. Check out the next one. Does the devil fear man? If you walk with God, absolutely. Check this one out. This is, it came to my mind. Where does the evil one dwell in the human body? Basically, demonic possession. It's like what a hacker does on a computer. They're able to hack our psyche. What does the devil look like? So yeah, they're able to hack our psyche, basically hack our brains. And that's how they can basically manipulate parts of the body. So anyway, this is a pretty good book so far. It's filled with lots of knowledge. Oh, here it comes. It's all sleet right now. It was all ice earlier. The road's covered. They're calling for a major snow event. So it'll be fun. So if we don't lose power, because it is cold. Uh-oh, that ain't good. Hey, it's snowing. Finally. Fire somewhere or something. And yeah, the snow is here. Alright, so in paranormal research, people like to use this green light. Well, same thing when you're hunting coyote. check this thing out. Now, we just used a coyote call, and it's supposed to set them off. But this thing really lights it up, and it's kind of, the snow's, oh look, Christmas. Snow's kind of stopping it from being able to go far, but this thing really lights everything up. You hear them? I'm hearing a truck. But they're back over in there. There's a big field out in there. Way back in. We think they got a den somewhere near there. But this light is pretty cool and pretty bright. And of course, we also, hold on, I'm trying to switch it here. Kind of hard to do it with one hand. Come on. What the heck? There. You also got the spotlight. And yeah, the snow is coming down. You know, we're not even really into winter yet. But I'm ready for summer to come back. I don't know about you, but I am totally ready for the summer. I do not like cold weather any way, shape, or form. I like it hot. So anyway, just wanted to show you this light. It's all LED. It's pretty cool. So I came out into the shed and I realized that from all the ice earlier, sleet, now snow, this pine branch is like really leaning down here in front. And based on the conversation some of us had today, we were worried about the power going out, especially as the snow picks up more. Right now it's really calm. It's kind of peaceful. I don't know if you can hear the snow landing or falling as it hits. But there is a peace to it. And there is literally no wind. It's quite nice. So hopefully the power does not go out because of tree branches like this that are weighed down. They end up snapping and breaking a power line. So I pray that it doesn't happen. Alright, so you might be wondering why a green light. Well, when people go coyote hunting, or even going into the woods, any kind of hunting, like I have a headlamp that shoots off a red light. A couple of people I know, their headlamp shoots off a green light. Well, with these things, what you do is you call in the coyotes and you're able to see them. They can't see you and they cannot see the green light. So what the green light does, it actually makes their eyes reflect and illuminates their whole body, especially their eyes. And then you can see them coming in and people take their shot. Now, no, I do not hunt coyote. So that is the reasoning for this. I'm guessing with some paranormal research, the reason why you would use such a light, a green light. Now I use infrared for night vision, an IR light, or my fault. Yeah, that is an IR light, a UV light, ultraviolet, which, you know, kind of creates a full spectrum effect. The green, I'm guessing low light visibility, just kind of, it's not as bright as a normal, you know, light, and I guess you can pick things up easier with it. You know, this really lights everything up, so when you go green light in that situation, I can kind of understand it. It's more dim than your typical flood, LED flood. And then I know some of the full spectrum lights are made with the IR, with UV, and also the green light. You know, there's something about these flannels right here that just scream. It's winter time, but I'm kind of warm and cozy. There it is. come on. How many of you actually own these? It's like when you put them on, it's like, I don't know, it just does something. And you have to have the thermal on, of course, underneath. That's like the whole package there, the whole package. But this color pattern, you know, even inside of my my slippers, it's the same color pattern. Hold on a minute. You got to see this. And if you don't believe me, see? It's the same color pattern. Warm and cozy, I'm telling you. These flannels, it just screams it. Ta-da! I wish summer would come back real soon. All right, so I had to step back outside to gather some firewood. And I want you to all see something. You know, when it snows and you have real big flakes, that's not going to last long. But when you have really fine flakes falling, that usually means it's going to stick around for quite a while. But I want to talk about, you know, if you're out in the wild or even hunting, whatever, what you, I was really goofy in this thing, but it is warm and it is waterproof. So anyway, when you're out in the wild, if you're stuck in the woods or camping, whatever, always look for a pine tree. There's limited snow falling in here. Limited. But if you look out there, hold on, I gotta change cameras here. This isn't doing any justice. Of course, you're gonna get some falling in, but not much. It's a natural covering. It's really nice. But check this out. All right, so I'm under the pine tree. And a little bit of snow is coming in, but when you look out there, it's really coming down. But not so much in here. See? Especially over around in here, limited. You have all that overhead. I mean, look, there's nothing on here. Barely. Compared to what's out there. Yes, and here's all the wood. But it is a natural covering compared to being out in that. So there's survival tip 101. Look for a pine tree. And the more snow you get, the more these things will lean down and maybe even give you some protection from the wind coming in. Man, they are getting down there too. Whew. So take notice how small and fine these flakes are. I'll try to follow some down. Not real big, sloppy, wet flakes. These are real fine, falling real gently. Yeah, it's just getting started. It's Sunday night, probably about 10 p.m. And it's supposed to snow until tomorrow afternoon, Monday. But as you can see, it's really fine flakes. And that's usually a sign that it's going to be here for a while. All right, this branch is within inches of hitting the ground. That's how weighted down it is with snow and ice. And that's why we were a little worried about tree branches breaking and hitting power lines and knocking us out of power.